Hello and welcome to my tutorial in 7 Days to Die. Today I'm going to be going over the Alpha 13 Forge mechanics. In this update they've been changed almost entirely from what they were before. Everything is brand new and a lot of people are confused on how the new Forge system works. So today I'm going to be showing you everything about the Forge. The first thing we're going to go over is crafting. So to make a Forge you're going to need a bellows. These are what you use to craft the bellows. It takes 30 seconds, so we'll get that crafted up. As you can see here, these are all the things you can melt in the forge. You got clay, scrap iron, scrap brass, scrap lead. Stone, you can smelt gravel. Gravel just gives you more as you can combine small stone into gravel. And glass. Now I was going to use panes, but you can't get that in creative as far as I can tell. There's our bellows, so now we'll make the forge itself. This is what you use to make the forge, so we'll get that crafting. Takes 52 seconds, yeah. Let's get that crafted. These are your furnace fuel. We'll go over which one is better, and in my opinion I would use wood. These are like your campfire grills and your pots and your beaker. When you put these in the furnace, you're going to get recipes unlocked. It's not in the same way that you would read books to learn the recipes, you just use these to unlock the recipes. It'll make more sense when I show you in the forge. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the forge interface. This is where you're going to be doing all your crafting. This is where you're going to be doing your melting. This is where you're going to get the stuff you smelt from over here. Now in this forge I have everything melted and ready to go. I already got my fuel in here and everything. So we're going to start out with the input. Now as you can see there's a number with each of these 6 materials, and this corresponds to everything you've put in there. Now if I put some clay in here and I turn the forge on, you'll notice that this number starts going up and it starts taking away these. Now what this is doing is you're melting these clay items into 5 melted clay. Now some people think that the clay items are the same as this, but you're changing this lump of clay into melted clay, and you're going to use that melted clay in a lot of different recipes over here. They are not the same thing, so I just want to clarify that. So that's clay. You can do the same with any of these 6. They all give you 5, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. So the next thing is we're going to do output. So you have your stuff smelted, you have your melted units of the 6 materials. So let's say we want to make forged iron. So this is what it takes to make forged iron, and you're going to need 5 melted clay and 10 melted iron. So if you put 2 scrap iron in there and 1 lump of clay, you turn it on, you'll see that the iron just went up by 5. It'll go up by 5 here and 5 here. So now you've just made enough to make forged iron. So you're going to hit smelt, and you're going to see a timer over here. And this will be the timer that it takes to output over here. So now you're free to take this, and you have your first forged iron. So let's see. Now you can input and smelt at the same time, and it does not pause the other. So say I wanted to melt some of this broken glass, I wanted to make some forged iron, I can do this. Now if you'll notice, the melted glass counter will go up, and this will continue to smelt at the same time. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, fuel strategies. So here I'm using coal. Obviously I'm not in survival mode, So I'm using coal so it gives me the most time. You can see it gives me 31 minutes here. If I was in survival, I would prefer to use wood over coal because it's renewable. You can use the coal for gunpowder with potassium nitrate, and I just think that's a lot better. For almost one stack of wood, you can get a lot more time. I think it's about 20 seconds per wood you put in, which is not that bad. That's pretty good, really. Um, Last thing we're going to go over is the tools you'll use. So as you can see, when I put these in, these recipes become highlighted. That means they are unlocked. So now, because I have an anvil, I can make nails. So let's put this fuel back in here, turn it on, we'll hit smelt, and now we can make nails because we have an anvil. Now if you look over the rest of the recipes, you can see it requires an anvil, anvil required, tool and die set, anvil, calipers, anvil. So you can look through all these recipes and you can see that you require these tools to make a lot of these recipes. Most of the time you'll just probably make an anvil. This is the recipe. The calipers are and the tool and die set are pretty hard to find. I've been finding them in the workman stiff tool store places. They're pretty rare. I've only found a few of these in all my time of playing the patch. So yeah, that's about it. That's the new forge mechanics. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you learned from. One extra thing I forgot to mention. When you're looking for furnace fuel, it's possible to combine your weaponsmithing. If you I'll probably make a video on this. If you make wooden clubs, you can boost up your weaponsmithing skill, and you're going to end up with a lot of wooden clubs after that, and they all burn for exactly 24 seconds. So that's better than wood. However, takes 5 wood to make one wooden club. But if you're investing the wood into making a club, you can still get a little bit out of it if you put it in here as furnace fuel. Let me show you how it burns. There you see it's 20 seconds right there. So that's one more thing I wanted to mention before I ended the video.